hi-ho folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the gnome mage. Well, hi Turwinkle.
Salutation.
Are you all set for tonight, sir?
Sure.
Well, great, because tonight we are going to go and talk with the guild called the Pack. That's right, a wonderful all-Worgen guild over on Emerald Dream. We're going to find out all about this awesome guild and how you can join them. And so without any further ado, let us head on over to Emerald Dream and find the guild called the Pack. Alrighty folks, well we made it to the ruins of Gelneus and we're in the Blackwald and we have been looking all over for this guild. And again we're looking for, oh, and here they are. It's the Pack Guild here on Emerald Dream, the guild called the Pack. And a wonderful guild here. Boy, look at, oh, in the world. Oh, goodness gracious. That was awesome. And so again, this is the Pack, and right up front here is the guild leader himself. He's the alpha of the Pack. He's a level 100 Worgen mage. It's Nemo. Hello, sir.
Well, hello there.
Well, it's so awesome of you folks to allow me to come and talk with you tonight, and it seems like you've brought a great group of folks with you.
They're all right.
All right, well, let us see who you've got here with you today, and I guess we'll start right down here.
Right here we have Dinner Time, icily known as Janet Potts. She has recently been promoted to a Delta of the Pack as of yesterday, so congrats to her on that.
Oh, wow, yeah, congratulations. Alrighty. And next.
Here we have Teredri Songstrike, also Delta of the Pack, long-standing, been around for a while, disappeared for a little bit, but has been a member of this guild for at least a year and a half, I think.
Wow, okay. And next.
This is Veterinary Sinclair. You're actually going to meet his brother in a little bit along this line. Rogue, general pain in the butt in a very fun way. Often keeps things quite mischievous. He is also an Omega of the Pack. He was the Eternal Pup until yesterday.
Wow, okay, so finally achieved that promotion, huh?
Oh, he kept getting it and then he'd have to go for a little while.
Okay, excellent.
Yes, he's been on and off in this guild longer than I've been around.
All right. And next.
Here we have Asterly, has been a member for quite a while now, Death Knight, and she's a Delta of the Pack. We're always glad to have her around.
Awesome. Oh, next.
Jean-Baptiste de Evangelio. Very interesting French name, hard to pronounce sometimes. Really solid in PvE, used to lead us all through the challenge modes back in MoP.
Wow, I love his transmog here. This looks awesome. And next.
Siegfried. I'm also pretty sure he's Siegfried Fellhard, if I remember correctly. For a long time. He's a Warlock Beta. He has also been in the guild actually longer than I have before I took over. He is also quite the pain in the butt, but we have a good back and forth.
Okay. Next.
This is Grace Green. If you've seen her on the forum, she's a pretty dynamite rider, and she's one of our 2 guild Aussies, which is always fun, and I intentionally pronounce that Aussie because she insists I pronounce it Aussie.
Ah, okay. And next.
This is Sephile Sinclair, brother to earlier mentioned Veterinary. He is a very interesting character, filled with darkness and hatred and other unfluffy things.
Okay. All right. There's a story there, sir.
Oh, there is.
And next.
This, Vatara Atherton, is actually the entire reason I came to this server. He originally, I guess character she, but he originally played with me on, I think, 4 different servers, and we bounced around until he led me here.
Okay, so it's his fault. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's his fault that I'm here today.
All right. And next.
you should know this guy partially from Madaloo. He's also a part of Resolve, same character. Pretty
Oh,
solid disc priest in PvP.
That's right. Hello, Madaloo.
Hello, how are you?
Good. It's good seeing you again, sir.
Likewise.
All right. Excellent. And next.
This is Ashian. He insists on never being an officer, even though I really wish he would be, because the quality of his commitment to this guild has been amazing. He just will not let me promote him any further.
Well, you know, who wants that pressure, sir?
Yeah, he just won't leave.
Alrighty, next.
Here we have Landinus Omega currently. I was promoted last night, and unfortunately I haven't really had the time to get to know Landinus yet. They are relatively new, but I'm really happy to have them here with us.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's always fun to, get to know folks as you go along, and so that's great. And next.
Ziska is another one that I actually have not had the opportunity to get to know, which is unfortunate. But really happy to have them there. Druid, which of course being an all Worgen guild, we seem to have plenty of those.
Awesome. Next.
Here we have Kieran. She is a general goofball in the most fun way. Recently promoted to Omega as well. She has her pets, and her hat always draws my attention.
I was going to say, I love the sombrero, yes.
No matter where we are, that hat pulls my attention.
Now, if you had to name one person that we've met so far as the quote-unquote class clown of the guild, who would win that?
Oh, that's really hard. Kieran's pretty goofy, but Vitara has some pretty solid dry humor moments that crack me up.
Okay.
Such as that.
I didn't see what he did. I'm afraid to look.
He life gripped me over to him.
Okay.
He's quite the troll with that.
Okay, and next?
Radolf Jaeger generally hates mages, but for some reason likes me. I also sometimes think of him as Jägermeister or Jägerbomb, depending on the moment, although I've never pulled that out to call him that because the moment hasn't come up.
Well, how dare he hate mages, sir? How dare you?
I know.
Mm-hmm. You may have to, yeah. Okay, next.
Here we have Raru Ven, relatively new, has also kind of had a small history with Vitara and I. So we have a few people in this guild that have actually followed us over here.
Oh, great. It's always good to have familiar faces around too, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, and last but certainly not least.
Absolutely.
I'm actually not entirely sure how to pronounce his last name. I'm pretty sure it's Holger Nestelenoth. It's a tough one. There you go. Much like the chocolate. But, Holger's been a pretty solid member for a while. He's stuck at Omega, I guess, because he's had to take a little bit of leave of absence during December and the holidays, and some family stuff came up that's been pretty exciting for him.
Oh, well, good. I always like to hear that people are leaving for positive reasons rather than the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks. Well, there they are. An awesome, awesome bunch. And we're going to find out why they're all here today. And again, they're all in this great guild called the Pack. And so when we come back, we're going to find out what kind of guild it is and how they came up with the name, the Pack. I think we can all kind of guess on that, but but we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Nemo, again, a great-looking bunch. But first and foremost, how did you come up with the name The Pack for the guild?
I actually did not come up with the name The Pack. I am the second guild master that this guild has had, following Nimue LaFay. She left to spend some time with her family, but I know the story of how she came up with the name and the history overall. The pack was founded, obviously it's a wolf pack, and we felt rather important about ourselves, so we decided to name ourselves The Pack, as opposed to just a pack or giving us something like the Bloodfang pack or something out there. And you might notice that there is a little U-malt above our letter. That is a fun story in itself, because when we first started this guild, there was a level 1 gnome who had the guild name The Pack, and we couldn't do anything about it. So we just decided to throw that U-malt above it, and it wouldn't matter. Then, after we had been established and probably about 2 years old, somebody actually managed to contact a GM and get us the pack name. So we actually have the pack, and we use it just active enough so nobody can take it, but we had branded ourselves so well with the U-malt, we just kind of kept it and we own up to it.
Now, so what kind of guild is it? Are you guys a heavy roleplay, medium, light? Do you guys PvE, PvP? Well, on Emerald Dream, of course, PvP, but do you raid? What kind of guild is it?
We are a medium to heavy RP guild. We also do very much PvP. At the moment, we are pretty happy with our PvP. We actively take part with Clan Battlehammer on this server and do a lot of larger scale world PvP, do some Alterac Valley pre-mades and war games with them as well.
Oh, excellent. Do you guys do any raiding at all, or?
We do some raiding. We are not as serious about it as some guilds. We have currently a normal raid, Hellfire Citadel raid starting up that we are going to be taking part in. And I am pushing our raid lead, who could not be here tonight, Larnix, to get me my moose mount because I want my moose.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So, folks, when we come back, we are going to talk about how you can come and be a part of this guild. And so we're going to find out how you get into the guild and what those prerequisites are. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And what we are going to do now is we're going to talk about how to get into the guild. Turwinkle's been watching this, and he says, oh man, I want to join the pack. So we are talking to Vitara here about how to do exactly that. And so, Vitara, first and foremost, who do I talk to get into the guild?
You can actually come to any of our members, and they should tell you to go to either a beta or to join the pack channel and ask for beta there, and any beta can help you.
Oh, excellent. And now, is there an age restriction getting into the guild?
If you can string together some sentences and maturely, there's no real age restriction as of now, but we are looking at possibly going a little older.
Okay, and that's fair. Again, sometimes, someone's actual age doesn't indicate how mature they are. Isn't that correct?
Oh, trust me. Yeah, yes.
Right. Now, is there a class or race restriction getting into the guild?
Well, you have to be a Worgen. No class restrictions at all. As long as you're a Worgen, you can join.
Okay, excellent. Now, whoa, so you guys don't take warlocks, do you?
We do take warlocks. We actually love our warlocks.
And you will make an exception for Turwinkle, won't you? I mean, I know he's not a Worgen, but come on.
Sure, you can be our chew toy rank.
Oh. Okay. All right, so no class restrictions, and of course, obviously, a race restriction because you are an all-Worgen guild. Excellent. Now, is there a level requirement?
There's no level requirement. As long as you can whisper a beta or another officer, you are free to come in and talk to one of us.
Oh, okay. Well, not everybody levels as slow as Turwinkle, so generally you can level pretty quickly in the game, and so that's great. Now, is there an IC in-character or out-of-character interview to get in?
That actually is on the officer giving the interview. I have, in my past, given in-character interviews to see their maturity in their RP in general. But I have also done just out-of-character, really quick interviews of, hey, I've seen this guild around. I'd like to join it, because sometimes we don't have tunes that want to RP, so it's like, come and join us. You can RP or not. We will take you and help you get into the RP that we have.
Oh, excellent. And that was my last question. Do I have to know how to roleplay? And it sounds like you guys are willing to help out those new roleplayers.
Oh, yes. We go over Worgen lore. We go over just lore in general to help those that don't quite have a story yet to learn ways that they can be like, I don't have to be a Gilneas Worgen. I can be a Felwood Worgen. I can be this kind of, I mean, we go pretty in-depth sometimes.
Oh, great. Well, I always love to hear guilds that are willing to help out those new role players, and especially for those Worgen role players that are looking for more lore and whatnot. It's always great to find a place to get that lore and get that help if you need it. So wonderful. Well, that's excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, Turwinkle has made it into the guild in the Chew Toy rank, and so we're going to find out what rules he has to follow now that he's part of the guild. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we had someone show up here, sir. Who do we have?
Here we have Ultraroth, a long-standing beta within the guild. He has several tunes within the guild, all with the name Roth, which is always funny, because I do believe he has Ultraroth, Gigaroth, and at one point had Megaroth.
Okay, alrighty, well, excellent. Thank you for joining us, sir. And you can go ahead and step back in line there. Alrighty, Nemo, Turwinkle has made it into the guild, and so what are the rules I have to follow now that I'm in the guild?
Well, first off, congratulations on being the first gnome to actually make it into the pack. That's a big achievement.
Well, thank you, sir.
Next, our rules are pretty straightforward and what you'd really expect from most guilds. Be respectful to everyone. We always try to respect RP, or RP on the world. Actually, I should revise that. We always respect, not just try. We always do that. Generally, you have to be able to behave in a mature manner. We are, of course, allowed to have fun. We do have some pretty good times, but there are times where maturity is called upon, and you have to be able to switch to mature mode when that happens. We aren't really all that strict beyond the basic rules that you would expect. We don't even have gear requirements, no level rules or anything.
Alrighty, are there any in-character rules that people follow?
The in-character rules that we follow is every backstory, every bit of RP that we do has to be lore-abiding. We cannot branch away from that, and it does get tricky at some times, and of course we always work with new members and talk to people when they make some kind of slip-up, but that very rarely happens, and it's usually pretty simple to fix.
Alrighty, well, it sounds like a pretty simple set of rules, especially out of character. Again, you'll find that most guilds follow that exact set of rules. You know, be respectful not only to the people within the guild, but the people outside of the guild. Kind of do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and that's always following that golden rule, which is great. And it sounds like, you know, keeping everything in lore with your character is also a very simple set of rules. Now, do you guys have a website at all?
Yes, we do. The paxden.guildlaunch.com. It is our website. That is where you can apply. You can see our rules all written out in very plain terms. It looks a lot longer than it actually is.
Okay, well, it sounds great. And so folks can go there and see everything that we've talked about here today. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, awesome. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out what the ranks are within the guild, where Turwinkle's placed as a new member, and how you get promoted within those ranks. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back, and we had more people show up, sir. So who do we have here?
Well, here we have Nura and also Anastasia. That name trips me up. Both are pretty new in the pack. It's like we have had quite a few people come in lately that I have not had the opportunity to get to know, and they are among them.
Okay.
Although I believe Nura has an alt already in the guild named Kothelia. Yes.
Okay, well, great. It's nice of them to join us, and they can get back in line. All right. And so we have one more person that showed up and is going to talk about ranks, and who is that?
Well, we have Arinde, who is one of my elders.
Oh. And so, okay, so who is this now? This is Arinde?
Yes, Arinde has been in this guild forever. She was an officer when I joined, and she is my other elder, and currently in competition with Batara over who gets to be the best elder.
Oh, okay, excellent. Now, Arinde, you know all about the ranks, do you not, ma'am?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, excellent. And so, as a new member coming into the guild, where are you placed as far as ranks are concerned?
After you sign up and are accepted on the website, you're given the rank of pup. It's kind of our introductory, getting to know you type rank.
Okay, and how long are you a pup?
You stay a pup until you attend your first, we call it puppy paper training, which basically gives kind of the basics of the guild history, what we expect out of members. I mean, we have a code of conduct that they have to sign before they're allowed to join the guild, but we like to go over basically the do's and don'ts, like don't be a jerk, and like how long the pack's been around, and what's expected if you're in an RP zone, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, and so you pass your puppy paper training, and you are promoted to what?
You're promoted to Omega after a puppy paper training, which is kind of like you're a full-fledged member of the guild. You get some bank privileges and guild repairs.
Okay, and so what is the next rank after that?
The rank after that is Delta, and you get that basically after being to a number of guild events. We kind of base it on how much we actively, or the officer team actively sees you participating and involving yourself with other members of the guild, being not a jerk.
Okay. All right, and so what's the next rank after that?
After that, we have Gamma, which is, we've seen that you're in the guild and that you do stuff for the guild, but you've kind of tried a little more. Maybe you've put on your own events, you've hosted your own events. You're always there to help when someone's, say, getting in trouble with PvP. You know, you're always offering to help other members, whether it's run-throughs or whatever. That's basically the highest rank you can attain while not being an officer in the guild, and you get the maximum amount of guild bank repairs and withdrawals from the guild bank and all that kind of stuff.
Great. And so you go into the officer rank. So what's the first officer rank?
The first officer rank, we just call it Beta. There's quite a lengthy interview process that you go through. A couple of the elders, or one of the elders in the alpha, typically interview, and you have to post a bunch of what you want to try and change in the guild, or how you want to host events and stuff on the website. You'll go through that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and you've just basically shown yourself to be like a respectful member of the RP community on Emerald Dream, even though that can be tough sometimes.
Right? as I know, ma'am. All right, so what's the next rank after that?
Next is Elder, and that's me and Vitara. I mean, it's basically people that have been, it's co-GM, essentially, been in the guild for a long time, and hopefully show that we're not complete jerks, and, you know, help out new members and old members and all that kind of stuff.
All right, and then last is the alpha of the guild, and that is Nemo. And how do you take over that position?
Essentially, I'd like to think it's trial by combat, because I'm pretty sure I could beat Nemo in a duel.
Ring of Blood, you take over as alpha. Folks, when we come back, Turwinkle will be the new alpha of the guild. And, yeah, so look forward to that. All right, my minions, prepare for the new reign of Turwinkle, the alpha of the pack. And so, that's right. All right, well, great. It sounds like you guys have a well-structured guild, and that always makes a guild run a lot smoother, doesn't it? And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about guild events. What kind of guild events does the pack participate in? So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we are talking about guild events. And we have Sophile and Ultaroth here talking about those events. And so, Ultaroth, what kind of events does the pack participate in?
Well, as the guild, we do just about any event possible that our members show their interest in doing. We'll do anything from basic PvE all the way to attempting to do RPGs through the whole spectrum of the game. It's just whatever our members show the most interest in is what our officer team usually tries to put together.
Oh, that's great, because, you know, what it does is allow folks that want to do a little of this or a little of that, and it doesn't kind of confine you guys to a box saying we're just a roleplay guild only. And I think that's awesome because, again, what that does is allow options for members to do different things because, just doing role play can sometimes get a little dull. And so having that option to go out and PvP or do battlegrounds or raid, that sort of thing, I think keeps a guild exciting and quite alive. Now, Sophile, what kind of events do you guys have on a weekly basis?
On a weekly basis, we usually set up a few PvP events with our allies, or just sometimes on our own. And, every now and then we'll have a day where we have some random RP, kind of relax, no no dramatic stuff happening where people are dying, fires raining from the sky, all that.
Right. Now, Nemo, you have certain groups that do certain things for events, such as, I think you were telling me about some guards or whatnot. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, the subgroups of the pack currently are the Alpha Guard, headed by Arende, who is so happy to flex. We have the Dreadfangs, which is our all-stealth squadron. They go out and they are quite fun for a lot of people, particularly those dueling outside of Orgrimmar when suddenly all of the red names appear around them to kill them. And the other one is the Vanguard, headed up by Halger, which you met earlier. They are a more militarized sect of the pack. They generally do patrols and handle the guard duty and protection of the Gilneas area. And of course, the Ravens, which is relatively new, led by Cephal. It's more of a research group. They do all of the research on magic things. Whenever there's something kind of mysterious that we don't know that much about, sometimes they can team up with the Dreadfangs for protection and go out, but they will do all of the little magical research and finding out what's going on kind of thing.
Oh, well, awesome. Again, it sounds like you guys stay pretty busy. Is that correct, on a weekly basis?
We sure try to, and sometimes it's actually a little overwhelming because you have an event, I'll have an event that I want to post, and I can't post it for until 2 weeks from now.
Oh, wow. Well, that's great. A busy guild is also a happy guild. Why join a guild if the guild's not doing anything? Is that correct?
Yes. We try to keep very active so nobody gets bored, and it also gives people a chance. Not everybody in our guild is into PvP. We are an RP PvP guild, but we don't require it, so sometimes it's nice to have something for them to do that isn't just RP, so we try to keep it out there in a little verse.
Now, do you guys have guild meetings weekly or monthly?
They're on an as-needed basis. I tend to have a smaller meeting before what we call formations, which is just where we march through Stormwind in a formation and show off. And that's just where I'll make casual announcements. But for the most part, they're just whenever we actually need to address the entire guild. It's usually when something very important is coming up, something exciting, or something that we really need to discuss fast.
All right. Well, awesome. And so there you go, folks. Again, there's a lot of stuff going on here in the pack. And again, what that does is keep people interested in coming back into the game. You can only quest so much, you can only raid so much, and once you've killed that end boss, what is there to do? Well, as you can see, here in the pack, there's always something to do, and that's awesome to hear. And so when we come back, we're going to find out what the current storyline of the guild is and where they are in their roleplay. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we're talking about the current storyline of the guild. And so, Nemo, what is that current storyline?
Currently, or I guess to explain what's going on currently, I have to back up a few weeks and talk about as we returned to Gilneas shortly after the Silver Sickness story arc, which was a big deal, and multi-faction. We returned to Gilneas and we're supposed to have a peaceful time, and actually, no, it was after the Faralos RP campaign, and we get attacked in the middle of Gilneas by a group of mercenaries that we hadn't identified. And we chased them and ran them down, and we actually gave them a pretty good butt whooping there. And unfortunately, the Tauren Paladin jumped out to stop us from chasing down his group so they could escape, and then he bubble hearthed on out, and we are chasing after them, and we've only tracked them so far as Northrend. We know that they came through Dalaran, and we are trying to find out where they went from there and why they attacked us in the middle of Gilneas.
Wow, okay, so there's never a peaceful time, is there?
Oh, sometimes we have our down moments. Whenever we are not chasing somebody to beat the crap out of them, we like to work on Gilneas and work to restore it. But for the most part, I try to keep things pretty active and interesting.
Well, great. Yeah, and, peace is always, it's fun, but, it is a little dull sometimes, too. So you got to have some conflict in there.
Low moments.
Right. Right, yeah, you do have to have a little respite, but it's always more exciting to be chasing people across Northrend and all that good stuff. So there you go, folks. Some exciting times, some mystery abound. Will they find out the mystery behind who attacked them? Well, come and join them, and you will find out yourself. And so one of my favorite parts of the interview is coming up next, and that's the individual interview portion where we talk to these fine folks and find out what they like about being in this guild, the Pack. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And again, we are at my favorite part of the interview, and that's where we find out what people enjoy about being in the guild they're in. And so up first here, we have Ultraroth. He's beta of the Pack. He's a blood champion. He's a level 100 Worgen Death Knight. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, Ultraroth, what do you enjoy about being in the Pack, sir?
The thing I enjoy most is the fact that people have to go through an application to apply to it, so that everyone that applies and is in the guild has gone through at least some effort to actually be part of it, so everyone's willing to participate to some degree.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not just kind of willy-nilly bringing in everybody, isn't that correct?
Absolutely.
All right, well, that is an excellent, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Evangelio. He's Gamma of the Pack. He's a champion of the Naru, a level 100 Worgen priest. Hello, sir.
How's it going?
It's going well. Now, I love this transmog. How long did it take you to put together?
It took a couple months. We actually got it from challenge modes back during this of Pandaria, a few of the other pack members.
Well, it actually looks really good on the Worgen model, and sometimes that's really hard to pull off, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. Yes, it is very hard, but thank you very much.
All right, well, excellent. Well, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Pack?
I'd say the one thing that I enjoy the most, because there's so many different things, but the one thing that I enjoy the most has to be the responsiveness of all the members. I led challenge modes for a while, and I'm telling you, we had an outpour just of so many different people who are all willing to work hard and do their best to get everything done. So it's great to have so many different people that are willing to work together to accomplish a common goal.
All right, that is a wonderful answer. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Anastasia. She's a pup of the Pack. She's the guardian of Sonaris. She's a level 91 Worgen druid, and she doesn't have access to a mic at the moment, but she has written her answer out to Nemo. And Nemo, what does she enjoy about being in the Pack?
Well, this is exactly what she said to me. My favorite part of being in the Pack is the community itself. The members are what make the Pack what it is today, and these amazing men and women bring out the best of each other.
Oh, that is a great answer. Well, thank you very much, Anastasia. All right, folks. Up next is everybody's favorite Worgen. It's Siegfried, beta of the Pack. He's Siegfried of the Black Harvest. He's a level 100 Worgen warlock. Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Pack?
Late night pack vents. This is where all the shenanigans happen.
Okay, and what time does the late night... What time does that start?
I believe it starts at 10 p.m. and it's pretty much geared to more of a mature audience, and we just have a good old time and shenanigans happen.
All right. Well, excellent. That sounds like a fun time. So, folks, if you're more into the late night crowd, come in around 10 o'clock, and there you go. So, excellent answer, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And we have Grace Green up next. She's a pup of the Pack. She's Grace Green. She's a level 100 Worgen hunter. Hello, ma'am.
Hey there, little cutie. G'day from down under.
Oh, why, thank you, ma'am. And we also have Raru. He's also pup of the Pack. He's Raru the Patient, a level 97 Worgen hunter. Hello to you, sir.
Good evening.
Now, Grace Green, what do you enjoy about being in the Pack, ma'am?
What I enjoy is that regardless of what your WoW preferences are, there's always somebody in the pack to do it with. If you want a PvP, you can find a group. If you want to do questing, you can find a group. If you're bored and want to run some lobies through some dungeons, you can find a group. It's just such a diverse group that there's always something to do.
Oh, that is great. Yeah, nothing better than being in a guild that's busy, because why be in a guild that's not doing anything? Isn't that correct?
Exactly. Stops the game from getting stale.
Oh, you bet it does. Now, Rauru, what do you enjoy about being in the pack, sir?
Well, I'm fairly new to the pack. I've only been in the pack for maybe 2.5 weeks. However, I wanted to be a part of something bigger. And from the people I've seen so far, they seem really nice, social, and more than willing to help anybody out who needs it.
Oh, well, that's great. Yeah, a wonderful answer, especially for somebody that's just stepped into the guild. And, so awesome. It's wonderful to hear some great answers from the both of you. So thank you very much.
Thank you for this opportunity.
All right, folks, up next is Janet Potts, or as she's known by her friends, dinner time. She is Delta of the pack. She is a level 100 Worgen Druid. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Now, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in this guild of motley people?
What do I enjoy? Oh, good. I don't have to narrow it down. Because this is my first guild, and it's been a wonderful experience so far. I've been in for like 5 months, I think. And the two things I love most about this guild are the people. The people are just wonderful. And also the PvP. And I feel as though I've satisfied my needs here at the guild with the PvP.
Oh, well, excellent. Well, that's great. Yeah, again, it's great, especially here in Emerald Dream, where you really need to be in a guild to kind of survive out here. And so it's wonderful you found such an awesome guild to participate in that world PvP with.
Yes, I think I've chosen right with the Worgen.
You have chosen wisely. So excellent. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Up next is I thought we had who's next? Oh, of course. It's Arende, the elder of the pack, the number one elder. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, I'm best elder.
oh, okay.
Katara is inferior elder.
Oh, okay. As a level 100 Worgen warrior, and so now, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
Well, I guess starts a little while ago. I mean, in this game, more PvP oriented than RP oriented. Came from a break of, getting the 2.2 and being in RPG groups and all that, and one day made a warrior, leveled it, and in Stormwind had, at the time, Greevil and Allie, who were some of the original, previous members of the pack, come in and be like, talk to me in RP, and I'd never really RP'd before, and I thought it was kind of neat. So they eventually kind of, finangled me into joining, and, even though I come from a more PvP-oriented background, whereas I don't, I like the RP, and I feel it adds a lot to the server and to the whole scenario, I definitely wasn't more oriented towards it, but being in this guild has taught me to appreciate all sorts of different players and how they interact with each other, and how even though you might not enjoy certain aspects of the game, knowing people who enjoy it definitely broaden your, what you experience and all that kind of stuff.
All right, well, excellent. And I guess one little added question here. What do you enjoy about helping to lead this guild?
I'm more of the kind of person that people call on when they need help, when they're getting ganked and stuff. I really enjoy that. I like the cutthroat aspect of Emerald Dream. I've been on the server since the server actually started, which is kind of neat. Not a lot of people can say that. I've been through the original, I'm going to be honest, I met my fiance on this game. I've met some of my best friends that I've ever met on this game. I've met my roommate on this game. I really think it's quite a neat thing that's brought a lot of different people together who wouldn't naturally have come together. So I think that helping to lead a guild just basically, introduces you to people and things that you wouldn't normally be introduced to, and I think that's kind of neat.
All right, well, that is an excellent answer. Thank you so much, ma'am. Alrighty, folks, up next is Madaloo. He's the Gamma of the pack. His commander, Madaloo, he's a level 100 Worgen Priest, and once again has not access to a mic at the moment, but has written his answer out to Nemo. And so, Nemo, what does he enjoy about being in the pack?
In Madalu's own words, he enjoys the uniqueness of being in an all-Worgen guild, especially one that has been around for 4 years and has made his gameplay experience surely a remarkable. He also had to say that he's made many friends in this guild, including me, that have truly been amazing and consider it an honor to be in such a well-established guild with a rich history.
Wow, that's a great answer. It's like he wants to be promoted, sir.
You'd think so, but I keep trying to, and he only goes so far.
All right. Well, excellent answer, Madalu. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Landonis. He's the Omega of the pack. He's a Lord of War, a level 100 Worgen hunter. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, again, these shoulder pads are just the creepiest, creepiest things.
I do like them, and they scare some people, which works in my favor.
Right, and you can see if someone's sneaking up on you. Is that correct?
Yes, from an RP standpoint, I can see people behind me and a full 360 area.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
Well, I'm very new, but I did join the pack specifically because I was in some world PvP on a warrior with another guild. And there were some pack members that came with us, and they were just really positive and really nice people. We got wiped up pretty good, but they were really cool. And so I knew I wanted to join it, and so I created this hunter, leveled him up specifically to join the guild.
All right, well, excellent. Great answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Halger. He's Omega of the pack. He's Halga the Astral Walker. He's a level 100 Worgen warrior. Hello, sir.
How are you doing today?
I am doing very well. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the pack, sir?
Well, one of the main reasons I play the game here is for the RP itself, and the pack has one of the most immersive stories that I have ever come across. That and the community is just an excellent group of players, an excellent group of friends even, and I thoroughly enjoy playing with all of them.
Oh, well, awesome. And that is a great answer because, again, it's not a single-player game. It's supposed to be a multi-player game, and so finding a group that you really gel with and are able to role-play with and do the stuff that you like in the game, I think is very important. And I am certainly glad you have found that here with the pack. So excellent answer, sir.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Teredri, Delta of the pack, Crusader Teredri, a level 100 Worgen Death Knight. Well, hello, sir.
How are you this evening?
I am doing well. And again, I love this transmog. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
I'd say the sense of family. Speaking of shoulder guards, there was a pair of Redemption shoulder guards on the black market auction almost 2 years ago that everyone in the pack contributed to, and wore them with pride and still go back to that transmog occasionally.
That is awesome. So everybody helped pitch in and got you the shoulder guards?
That's right.
Wow. Wow, you don't hear that often, so that is wonderful. Wonderful to hear. That is a great story. Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Veterinary, Omega of the pack. He is a level 100 Worgen rogue. Hello, sir.
Hello. How are you doing this evening?
I am doing well. Now, you chose the rogue to go with. Why?
Well, originally I went with Hunter. This was, back beginning of Wrath, I think, and I just got bored with it around Cataclysm and decided to roll a rogue because I could sneak up on people and stab them.
Okay. Now, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
Well, it's actually hard to choose between the fleas and the deafening sniffing whenever we gather up into a group, but I did get a tapeworm one, so I'm going to have to go with that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Cephile, Beta of the pack, is a level 100 Worgen priest. Hello, sir.
Hello. How are you?
I am well. Now, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
I enjoy the community. It's like the first guild that I have really invested any time, actually got to know people personally. Yeah, I think that's the best part, in my honest opinion.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much, sir.
You too.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Radolf. And Radolf is a level 100 Worgen hunter. And he is a Gamma of the pack, and he has brought also his pet with him. And who do we have here, sir?
This is Grove Runner. She's a plagued wolf from the Silver Pine Forest, just outside of Gilneas.
Oh, and how long have you had her?
Ideally since the fall of Gilneas, or like near after it.
Oh, okay. And does she play a big part in your roleplay?
Yeah, actually. You heard earlier that Radolf doesn't particularly like mages and magic, and that's a big part of it. He doesn't like mages and magic and warlocks and demons and such, but he does consider curses and the blessings that come with them. Like, all of us Worgen are cursed in our own way, and especially the Worgen curse, but we got ups and downs to that, and he sees that in plagued wolves and death knights and things like that, despite not liking warlocks and such.
Right. Well, that's an awesome roleplay, and I'd love to hear more about that at a later time. But again, well done with that, sir. Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
Points I most enjoy, I think, would be the stability and the family sense of it. The stability because before the pack, I was in another all Worgen pack on Moonguard, and it didn't work out well. It just crashed and burned and didn't work. And wherever I looked for one again, everyone just told me it couldn't be done. And then I found these guys, and they've been running for 4 years straight, and they're still going.
There's a lot to be said for that, isn't there? Because, you put a lot of work into a character being in a guild, and for a guild to sometimes fall apart, that's really hard on a character. And it takes your storyline sometimes where you don't want it to go, isn't it right?
Yep.
All right. Well, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Up next is Kieran, Omega of the Pack. It's Kieran, Destroyers, and a level 100 Worgen Hunter. Hello, ma'am.
Hello there.
Now, you have a wonderful pet here. Who is this?
This is Happa Sappa.
Happa Sappa. Now, where did you find Happa Sappa?
Ideally, he was lost in the Molten Front, so I found him there. Ook and I see.
Okay, well, excellent. And do you play a lot of the time with Happa Sappa?
Well, I recently got him, so not really, but I play a lot with my other pets.
Now, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
Mainly the way that they handle problems and things in the guild.
Okay, well, that is an excellent answer. Well, thank you so much, Kieran.
Yes, sorry it wasn't long.
No, that's quite all right. Sometimes the shorter answers are the best, so thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Ashian, Gamma of the pack, Brawler Ashian, a level 100 Worgen Warrior. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
First off, this is a really great community with a sense of family that I've come to enjoy, and I basically know everyone who's here since I've been here so long. And secondly, we've got a lot of enemies, and I'll never get tired of killing them.
All right. Well, especially on Emerald Dream, you certainly have that opportunity quite often, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Ziska, Pup of the Pack, is a level 100 Worgen Druid. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Now, Ziska, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
Mostly it's like a family that has been around for a long time. I originally joined around beginning of Mist of Pandaria, and about 3/4 through Mists, WoW lost all its pleasure for me, and I stopped. I only got back about 1.5 weeks ago, and it was like coming back. Very nice welcome, and coming back to the guild, like coming back into the family again.
Well, that's great. A lot of people do take breaks from the game for one reason or another. And so it's really nice to have that familiar place to return to, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Rixata, Omega of the Pack. It's Rixata the Astral Walker, a level 100 Worgen warrior. Hello, sir.
Hello to you too.
Now, sir, what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
For me, it feels like a family, a big one. They help new players out.
Okay, yeah. Again, one of the things that I enjoy about the pack so far and that we've learned about here tonight is they're willing to help those other folks out that maybe haven't role-played a whole lot or wanting to go out in PvP. And so there's nothing better than being in a guild that does that. Isn't that correct?
Yep.
All right, well, that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Vitara. Vitara, the Elder of the Pack, is Elder Vitara, a level 100 Worgen Priest. And, sir, I think you have some contention with someone saying that they were the number one Elder. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what she says.
And that the number one... Oh. Okay. And how long has this competition gone on between the two of you?
Well, we were both promoted the same day. She likes to say that she was promoted before me, but I like to bring up that I've been in the pack longer than she has.
Ah.
Longer than you have been Elder.
Okay.
By like 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Now, Vitar, what do you enjoy about being in the pack?
What I enjoy about being in the pack is probably the friendships, the sense of family. I mean, a lot of people have said that, but I know a lot of these people by first name basis. I've met a lot of them in real life. The friendships you have in game and out of game, the bonds that you create, it's just amazing that people that you've never, swear to God, people that you just play a game with, can mean so much to you, even though you might not know them very well now, but later on the bond might grow to you meeting them in real life and just being able to have a special something with them.
Right. And I think that's what makes this community so strong. And especially for World of Warcraft, a game that's been around for going on, 11 years. And I'll tell you, I think it's what has made the game last so long. It's not the game itself, but the people that play it. And I think you make a very excellent point. Now, again, much like our other elder there, what do you enjoy about helping to lead this guild?
Helping lead, in all honesty, the whole best elder thing. I think Arinde and I complement each other as elders. She has one side of the spectrum and I have the other. Together we are probably the best best people we can be. We help Nemo out with things he might be struggling to go through, because he has questions, and Arinde and I both know the pack pretty well. She does a lot of the PvP aspect. I do a lot of other behind the scenes stuff, and honestly, I think without Arinde, I don't think I could be the co-GM that I am.
Now, would you say that you and Arinde are the real power behind the throne, and that Nemo is kind of the paper king?
Yes.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, what?
No.
Who lets a mage run a guild?
We help him.
Okay.
Oh, please.
All right. Well,
we help him where he needs to.
Right. And that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you so much. And so, folks, I think what we're going to do next is we are going to talk with Nemo, as soon as we come back. So we'll be talking with Nemo, the guild leader, next. And and speaking of which, here he is, Nemo, Alpha of the pack. Again, he's a level 100 Worgen mage. Well, hello, sir.
Hello there.
Now, your question's a little different in that, again, we're going to ask you not only, again, what you enjoy about the guild, but what you enjoy about leading the guild, sir.
Well, leading the guild has been a very interesting challenge since I took over. It was not at all what I expected. When I joined, I just really enjoyed the fact that I very quickly made friends with some of the people. Like, Vitar and I have followed each other around servers, and we've been friends for years, but I had never been close friends with anybody over the game until I came here. I guess we were kind of close before here, but just never this close with anybody. And now I have Vitara and I have Arende, and I have a few other friends who aren't even in the guild that I've gotten closer with. And really, that's the best part of leading it, is the people. And now that I'm leading it, it's very interesting and kind of exciting to see how people actually are listening to what I say, and I'm excited about what I can do. So I guess that means I'm doing something right when I'm out there making events and telling people what we need to get done.
All right, sir. Well, that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, folks. When we come back, we're going to find out if we missed anything during the interview. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And Nemo, it has been awesome talking with you tonight about all things the pack. And sir, did we miss anything during the interview that you would like people to know about?
Yes, we kind of did, because I felt like I skimmed over it earlier when you asked, or when I mentioned subgroups within the pack. I talked about the Alpha Guard and the Dreadfangs and the Vanguard and the Ravens, but I feel like I just mentioned the Alpha Guard and moved on. And that's a very interesting part of this guild, led by Arende here, where basically their job is to keep me alive through everything, and it's a very large PvP part of this. And I also yes, Arende keeps me alive even if it's not comfortable. It also has an exciting RP aspect to it too, because every single member of it has to swear a blood oath by slicing their palm open and repeating after whoever is telling it to them that they will do everything they can to keep my butt alive, which I like. And also, Clan Battlehammer has always been a very close ally with us. If it wasn't for them, I'm not sure the pack would have grown to be what it is today. They helped us grow a lot and gave us a lot of opportunity to join in with some pretty heavy world PvP that they are always big on.
All right, well, awesome. And again, folks, if you are a Worgen and you are looking for a home, a guild to join and to participate with, boy, let me tell you, talking with these folks tonight has been just so much fun as we're recording and outside the recording as well. They are really a great bunch, and again, they know their stuff when it comes to Worgen roleplay, and they know their stuff when it comes to Worgen lore. And again, if you're looking for a home for your Worgen, hey, come on over to Emerald Dream. If you're already here, great. And just as we talked about earlier, look these folks up, fill out that application. And again, sir, what's that website?
It is thepacksden.guildlaunch.com.
There you go, folks. Check them out and come on and join this fun guild. Again, a lot of fun. And so when we come back, we're going to give our final goodbyes to this awesome guild, the Pack. We'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and it has been a great night here with the Pack. I want to thank each and every one of you for your patience and the time here with all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. It has really, again, been a lot of fun. So thank you very much, Nemo.
Thank you for coming out here. We've been really excited about this.
You bet. And again, folks, once again, if you're looking for a fun guild to join and you have a Worgen looking for a home, or you're looking to create one, do come and check out the Pack. A wonderful guild and full of a lot of great folks here. And so with that, folks, we are going to hearth on back with and give our...
Whoa. Oh. Hold up.
Yes, sir?
You missed the part where we actually let you into this guild on the condition that you had a special rank of Chutoy. And you still need to be initiated into that rank.
We don't need to... Guys, seriously, we don't... okay, well... Holy smokes, guys, let's get out of here. And oh no. Run, Turwinkle, run! Alrighty, folks. Well, we barely made it out of there alive, but we made it out safe and sound to back to Ironforge here. And boy, Turwinkle, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Indubitably.
You bet. So let's give the pack a big thank you, sir.
I am in your debt.
We certainly are, guys. And so, folks, once again, if you're looking for an awesome guild for your Worgen, check out the pack over here on Emerald Dream. And so, folks, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you would like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, if you would like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So please hit that subscription button today. Well, Turwinkle, an excellent job as always, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
It's been fun.
It has been fun. Bye-bye.